Okay, so this question is not asking us to determine the general solution, but it's asking us to solve for theta. When a question says solve for theta, like in this case, it means you need to find the general solution first, then use the general solution to determine all the possible values of theta. In this case, the values of theta are between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. That's our restriction. This is called a restriction. That's a restriction. Okay. So our values of theta must be between 0 degrees and 360 degrees. So first thing, to write the equation, 3 sine theta minus 4 cos theta equal to 0. Now, usually when you get an equation like this where there is only sine and cos, and there's an addition or subtraction of those terms, it means you have to create tan. Okay? You create tan using this identity tan theta equal to sine theta over cosine of theta. Okay? So first thing here, I'll take the minus 4 cos theta to the right. So I'll get 3 sine theta is equal to positive 4 cosine of theta. Then the next thing now is to divide both sides by cosine of theta. So if I do that, I'll get 3 sine theta over cos theta equal to 4 cos theta over cosine of theta. This part here on the left, this one here, it will give us tan. Okay, based on that, so we end up having 3 tan theta is equal to 4 because these two cancel out. Okay, so we now have a trigonometric equation in terms of tan. Okay, then I have to divide both sides by the 3. So we get 3 tan theta over 3 equal to 4 over 3. The final equation will be tan theta equal to 4 over 3. Okay? Now I'm not done here. I need to find the general solution. So let me carry on here. Now to find the general solution, I need to determine the reference angle. So I'll end up having theta equal to shift tan of 4 over 3 plus k times 180, where k is an integer. Okay? Then let's bring in the calculator. All right. Okay, look here. This is the third and the fourth. Yeah, in the third quadrant, the ratio for sine is negative. Yeah, so why is that? Because we want to get a negative ratio. Okay, look here. I hope that you are aware of this. You see this minus 23.58 degrees. I can also write it as a positive value. It will be in the fourth quadrant. I can just add, listen. It is negative now, but I can convert it to a positive angle, which will still be in the fourth quadrant by adding 360 to it. But that's not necessary because this k times 360 here, it caters for that. You see, when k is equal to 1 here, you get a positive angle in the fourth quadrant. So there is no need to convert the reference angle to a positive because the k times 360 part caters for that. But so when you're supposed to I don't think we're on this policy now. Well, I don't think you are really understanding the concept of the general solution. Convert which one? Who said you should convert? Because I said use the formula. Listen. There's no restriction in the question. Listen. Okay, Mtando. Don't complicate things. Okay? Use the formula. Okay? We are trying to find the general solution here. Okay? And I gave you two formulas. One of them, you subtract the reference angle from 180 degrees. Just do that, don't touch anything else. Do you understand? Don't start having other thoughts. Use the formula. Use the formula.
Wait. So, when I get there, when I write the
Okay. What is the goal of you adding 360 there? No. Look here. I told you even when I drew the sketches, this K times 360, it caters for all the values, including the ones that you are thinking about. Okay, look here. If I were to draw a graph of sine, okay, if I were to draw a graph of sine, it looks something like this, right? So look here. If the ratio is negative, right, to somewhere here, you get a value for x here, value for x there, value for x there, value for x here, value for x, value for x. There is no point of trying to say if your reference angle is here, then you want to convert it to an angle that's there or that's there, because all of them give you the same ratio. Don't complicate the formula. Just use the formula only. You never go wrong. But if you start thinking about otherwise, then you can end up having issues. All right.
So,
Yes.
since we deal with sine here, and you said 180 minus theta, the answer has to be positive because sine 180 minus theta equals the positive sine theta. Is that how we can see it?
No. The way that you must see it is based on this ratio here. This ratio, it's a negative ratio.
Yes, sir.
An angle in the third quadrant gives you a negative ratio.
But the answer is a negative.
No, you don't do things.
But the answer is a negative.
No,
We don't hear wrong.
no, we know that.
Okay. Listen. I tried to explain this as much as I can. Don't complicate it. Memorize the formula that I taught you on Thursday last week. You should know how to find the reference angle from your calculator. Once you find your reference angle, use the formula that I taught you last week on Thursday. Don't think about anything else. Because the formula themselves, because of this K times 360 here, it caters for all the values that you are thinking of. Whether they are negative or positive, this K times 360 caters for all those values. There is no need to start thinking about converting the reference angle to a positive or negative. There is no need for that. Yeah.
You see when you added negative 23 plus 36, right?
It's K times 360.
No, I mean negative 23 plus 5. You said we can add 360. So from there, you just add 180.
If you substitute K equal to 1, then the angle changes from being negative to what? To positive. But that's not necessary because we are finding a general solution.
So to get the second solution,
Yeah.
so you can take K, substitute K in 1, right?
No, you don't substitute. You use the reference angle to get the second angle. You don't touch this K times 360 part.
Listen to my equation. So you substitute K, right? So it's going to be 360 plus 823, right? And you get the positive thing. So you take that positive, that's 180, you get 200, which is the second answer.
Yeah, but that is catered for in the formula I taught you on Thursday last week. Okay, look here. The formula, it deals with every thought that you have. Every thought. All right, let me carry on. All right, the next example. All right, the next example is this one here. Make sure you pay attention to this one because you might see something which looks similar next week. All right. So this one now, we need to find values of x